EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Tar Heel State, where the legacy of the late, great Sam Mills lives on with each pound of the drum. And that means we are ready for football here at Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Carolina Panthers. On the Cowboys sideline, head coach Brian Schottenheimer. These guys certainly playing with some confidence right now. 4-1 to start the season. On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 up to 27. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
From the 35, here's second and a couple. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Here's Milton. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Robert Spillane. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity. Just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here come the Cowboys onto the field with excellent position to get things started. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Back on the field after a knee injury robbed him of his rookie season, but he showed a ton of promise in the limited sample size he saw of him during the preseason. Go back to the University of Michigan. You saw an accurate passer who ran the offense extremely well, but don't be fooled by that. He was never afraid to attack defenses with his arm, and he'll try to do the same here in the NFL.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be fourth down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Panthers offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And he's been a workhorse in the backfield to start the season. He finds himself in the top 5 in rushing at this point of the year. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 24-yard line.
Let's go now. Cougar 19.
Now Milton. And that one too wide and incomplete. You look at this Cowboy defense. They enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
To throw is Milton. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
On play action, McCarthy. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now McCarthy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 27 on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Throwing is McCarthy. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Stout to punt as he boots this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things going in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. A little juke. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's another 1st down and what will be a gain of 21 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Another run for Gibbs here. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down at the Cowboys 43.
Here's Milton now to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Grant Delpit makes that play defensively. You look at this Cowboy defense. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's about what you consider the break-even mark. If you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course. A pretty nice effort.
They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Gregory Rousseau works his way in for the stop and the loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
To throw, it's Milton. And he rifles one incomplete.
Intended for Jahmyr Gibbs. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 13.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Milton. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gibbs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Late groupie now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Now Spears to begin the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And here's a give to Spears. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. They'll set up the screen for Spears. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. McCarthy operating from the gun. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 40.
First down.
handoff to Spears. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Looking to throw McCarthy. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Now's the punter, Jordan Stout. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Cowboys' 45-yard line.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Milton to the left side, pass caught by Thornton. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. 2
yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Milton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back now on EA Sports as we welcome you to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 2. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Milton. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's Gregory Rousseau getting in there to bring him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Dragon 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready,
On 4th down, Milton is going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. Now the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on on downs. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Here's 3rd and 9.
A loss of 2 yards. And that's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a Cowboy first down.
And now a run with Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Panthers offense and Jahmyr Gibbs headed back onto the field. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Milton. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gibbs straight ahead. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
That's another Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
The give, right side for Gibbs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 31-yard
Panther
line.
60, Panther 60.
Back to throw. Milton. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Cowboy 80. Cut up. 18, Pioneer. Ready?
Looking to throw. Milton. He sets to fire deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles.
They'll look to throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Dante Thornton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football, as they've got it as we resume action. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. In the Big Easy, the Saints at home to take on the New England Patriots. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Arizona Cardinals. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from Week 6 with Houston and Minnesota, the two teams on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Looking to put a drive together. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Cowboys.
Out of the gun to give to Spears. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's tackled at the
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 42. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Emmanuel Ogba that time, able to drop him for a loss. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now.
And the Cowboy first down.
On play action. Now McCarthy gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. J.J. McCarthy with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are back within a score.
The Cowboys will line up.
They'll try and run it here. And he's not going to get in as a try for 2 comes up empty. So they will be unable to cut this to a field goal as the differential remains 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's Milton. Hard throw, incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. To the air with McCarthy. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now McCarthy. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st down, Cowboys.
Throwing is McCarthy. That one's taken in by Spears. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd down. the 15-yard line.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Back to throw. McCarthy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Sanders' kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cut 19, cut 19.
Now Milton. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 101 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Cowboys' 16-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
A toss out right to Gibbs. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And that makes it a 9-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by a touchdown run from Jahmyr Gibbs. Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Here's McCarthy. Caught left side, Hopkins. They'll go for a gain of 7. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Motion into the backfield. They'll fake the end around and look to throw it. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw McCarthy. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Emmanuel Agba picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, free read.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a toss play to Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
A gain of a yard.
Looking to throw. McCarthy got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Cowboy first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And dropping it off underneath, here's Pirine. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
First and goal, Dallas.
Throwing again, McCarthy. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Samaje Pirine. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 174 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Come on, come on. Hop 70, hop 70. Hurt. Ready.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass him. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Here we go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here comes 3rd down and 7.
Ready. Deputy Lion.
Here's Milton now to throw. Pass complete on the out route to Beckham. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. touchdown grab. And the Panthers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a two-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So now the Cowboys down by 9. A minute 45 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. Throwing to start the drive. McCarthy. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
A 51-yard gain. First down, Cowboys.
McCarthy operating from the gun. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Second and 6.
Back to throw. McCarthy. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Operating from the gun. McCarthy. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back in the 16-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down the ground. 2nd down, goal to go. And with the clock ticking under 50 seconds now, he spikes it. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And it'll be a turnover on downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Another run for Gibbs here. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So a win here for the Panthers, and it was thanks in large part to the play of their 2nd-year quarterback.
Yeah, what struck me was how composed he was in the pocket. The numbers weren't spectacular. He had 2 touchdown passes, that's it. But he led his guys on some important drives when they needed it most, and they're going to come away with the victory.
So for Carolina, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Dallas, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Plenty to get you caught up on. We begin in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the Cowboys. And this is Joe Milton. He connects on a 19-yard touchdown pass. The Panthers get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. From there, it's down to the Big Easy in New Orleans. We'll check in on the Saints as they play host to the New England Patriots. And here's Wan'Dale Robinson. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Pats are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Eagles. And it's last year's MVP, Josh Allen. He connects on the touchdown pass 18 yards away. The Eagles find a way to pull this one out as they escape with the narrow win. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.